Fala galera da G-Fight, Diego Ribas, direto de Las Vegas, UFC 300, with Kayla Harrison. How are you, Kayla?
I'm great, thank you.
Thanks for your time, by the way. I talked to you in Miami. Has anything changed since Miami?
Not to my knowledge.
No. And how's the cut weight, all the process? We talked about it before, but how's everything? Now you're about to fight in like 5 days.
Yeah, everything's going great. You know, I'm really, I'm dialed in. Everything's been good. I've had a great camp, no injuries, feeling strong, feeling fueled, feeling hydrated. I have such a great support team around me, and I think that it's going to go really good.
Awesome. You have 2 gold medals, Olympic Games.
Thank you.
You won PFL twice. How important is for you performing at such a high level as UFC right now for your legacy, let's say?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this is for me, it's a very personal thing, you know, like I've done enough. I have accomplished more than most will ever get to do. And I just feel like there's something left in the tank, and this is what I want to do. I want to become UFC champion. So, I'm excited for it. I'm ready for it. The journey is the reward. It's been a great journey so far. And Saturday night, I get one step closer to that.
And once you accomplish that, becoming the UFC champion, that's the goal, right? I think I read you were saying something about becoming the best ever female combat sports, right?
Yeah, I mean, I just think that my record will speak for itself. You know, 2-time Olympic champion, first Olympic champion ever out of the United States, 2-time PFL champion, UFC champion, you know, judo world champion, Pan Am game. Like it's hard to argue that.
I agree.
Thank you.
But my point is, I'm not talking. I don't want to talk about the fight business now, but mental process, because Special Olympic Games like 4 years, and then 4 years, the cycle, and then adding MMA, like boxing, striking, and then UFC. What's the mental process to achieve everything?
It's you know, it's a lot. I think that my whole life has kind of been preparing me for this moment. Like the Olympics is once every 4 years, but one of my favorite sayings is it's not every 4 years, it's every day. And I really feel like that came into big role for this camp. You know, it's every time I wanted to have a piece of candy, or it's every time I didn't want to go do the extra cardio. It's every single decision you make can bring you closer or further away from your goal. And I'm really proud of how I behaved this camp, how I trained, all of my preparation, how disciplined I was. And I truly believe that it's going to pay off for me. And my mentality is good. You know, physically, I'm good. Mentally, I feel strong. Spiritually, I'm fit. It's my time.
And do you already see something different when you compare UFC to the other organization that you have fought before? Like, especially your debut is going to be a C300, such a big event.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just so excited to be here. You know, it's very professional. Everyone in the UFC has been very welcoming, friendly, super buttoned up. Everything's written out. It's definitely the next level, and I'm happy to be here.
And let's talk about Holly Holm right now. She's a striker, former boxing world champion. Yeah, skill by skill, how to match up this fight. But I mean, it's kind of easier to answer, right? Like, she's a boxer, you're a judo Olympic.
Yeah, I think everybody knows that, like, I'm going to try and get the fight close. She's going to try and keep the fight, you know, at a distance. And it's all about who can implement their game plan to the best of their ability. I have a lot of respect for Holly. She's a legend in our sport. She's a former champ. She's been in the top 10 for years now. She has a very high fight IQ. So I have nothing but respect for her, but this is my time.
Perfect. You saw that she was training with Cyborg.
Yeah, I saw.
What do you think about that?
I mean, I don't think much. I think that it's just Cyborg. She's just in love with me. She loves me.
In a good way.
I think she just, I don't know. It's like not even worth talking about anymore. I'm on my path. She's on her path. And yeah, I'm here now.
That's what I think. I mean, I don't see this fight happening anymore, right?
I mean, I never saw the fight happening.
Really?
No, not after the first time I signed with Bellator and then PFL match. Like, I just don't think she wants to fight me, and that's okay.
Oh, but that's sad. That's a fight so many people wanted to see.
Yeah, me too. But it's just not. I can't control that. You know, I can only control me.
I don't know if you remember, Cyborg was training with Valentina before Valentina, when she was supposed to fight Amanda. Valentina was supposed to fight Amanda. So do you think it's kind of a mental game, like a message for you that she's training with Holly Holm?
I mean, I'm sure that she thinks that. I just don't really understand. Like, Cyborg is a orthodox striker. I'm a southpaw grappler, so I'm not sure what. Yeah, whatever. Good for her. I hope they got some good training in.
Awesome. I hope to. And talking about the fight again, the last question for me: when you see Holly Holm, not just the fight, but fighting at the UFC 300, if you get the W, and maybe
Win.
yes, when you get the W, and you were saying that the next step maybe it is the title shot for you. You are already famous in the US, but if you get the belt, you're gonna be even more famous when you get the belt. Sorry.
Okay.
Are you ready for that? Do you want to bring this to your life?
Great question.
Thank you.
I'm ready for it. It's not necessarily something that I don't want to be famous. That's not the goal. You know, the goal is to be UFC champion. The goal is to be a light in the world and to be the change in the world that I want to see. And I know that this gives me a great opportunity and a great platform in order to do that, in order to spread, you know, positivity and love and light. But I'm not really, I don't know that I want to be famous. Like, I don't, does anyone want to be famous? Is that like a...
But it is part of the game, right?
It is part of the game, and I'm prepared for that. But one step at a time. First, I got to go kick ass.
Perfect. It's always good to talk to you,
You
Kayla.
too. Thank you so much.
If you don't mind, I'm gonna just say a few names,
Yeah.
and you just the first word or the first thing that crosses your mind. Just okay.
Okay.
Mayra Aguiar,
Rival.
Mayra Chitara, Mayra Bueno.
Queen.
I like that. Amanda Nunes,
Goat.
Holly Holm,
Legend.
Cris Cyborg,
Irrelevant.
Kayla Harrison.
I don't know. Oh man. Badass. I don't know. The queen. The queen.